Matt Carpenter is a three-time All-Star and finished runner-up in the MVP voting a few times. He even hit 36 home runs just 4 years ago in 2018. However, he was cut from a AAA team of the Rangers just earlier in the season. What happened? This video seeks to explain the career of Matt Carpenter. Matt was a three-time first-team All-District performer, and he was very good in his high school career. He still holds his high school record for most career hits. Then he attended TCU, Texas Christian University, and majored in communications. One of his teammates was Major League player Jake Arrieta. His freshman year, he played 50 games and batted a solid .289 with 27 RBIs, 8 doubles, and 1 home run. The next season, he finished second on the team with an excellent .349 average and 36 RBIs in 62 games. He reached base in 56 out of those 62 games. However, his junior season was cut short after 8 games due to tearing a ligament in his elbow. He had to get Tommy John surgery, which is rare for position players. As a result, he was granted a 2-year medical redshirt. A New York Times article says that the damaged elbow helped save his career. It says that early in his junior season, he was hitting 185 and undercutting his intellect with off-field laziness. His coach said he always played hard in practice, but he said everything away from the field was subpar, whether that was in the classroom or his effort in the weight room or his effort with nutrition. So he talked to Carpenter, and Carpenter took it to heart, and that changed Carpenter. He started eating better, not eating as much pizza or soda, and he lost 40 pounds and studied better, and as a fifth-year senior, nearly led TCU to the College World Series. Yet, to the Cardinals, it was only worth about $1,000, and he was drafted in the 13th round in 2009. Since he was a late draft pick, he started in various single-A teams in 2009 during his first season. In 2010, he returned to the Palm Beach, one of the Cardinals' single-A teams, to begin his season. And in 28 games, he hit .283 and also had 26 walks, garnering a .441 on-base percentage, which resulted in a call-up to the AA team, the Springfield Cardinals. He played 105 games there, batting .316 with 76 runs scored, 26 doubles, 12 home runs, 53 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. He got many awards. He was chosen as a Topps AA All-Star, a Texas Midseason Star, and a Texas Postseason Star for this 2010 season. And he was also a Scout.com Cardinals Minor League Player of the Year. After this 2010 performance, Carpenter started to garner attention and was expected to compete for a Cardinals roster spot in the next spring training. Despite having a good spring training, he started 2011 with the AAA Memphis Redbirds. He spent 130 games in Memphis and batted .300 with 12 home runs, 70 RBIs, 84 walks, and an .417 OBP. Later in 2011, he made his major league debut at third base. He only had a brief stint in the majors that year, playing 7 games. The Cardinals qualified for the postseason that year, but they left him off the postseason roster. They won the World Series that year, and they awarded him a championship ring despite his negligible impact on the win. In 2012, the departure of Albert Pujols and Nick Punto and some injuries opened an opportunity for him to make the club. Following spring training, he worked at first base and in the outfield to increase his versatility and utility potential, and he served as a backup and a spot starter in the 2012 season. And he had an early impact against the Cubs on early in the season, in April, and he drove in 5 runs with a home run and a triple. He got injured in late May with a right flank strain and was placed on this disabled list. At the time, he was batting .288. He came back later to hit his first postseason home run in late October during Game 3 of the NLCS. Because of an opening at second base, the Cardinals advised Carpenter to work out from that position in the offseason prior to 2013. It was a bold move because he had mainly played third base, but after his tryout, he made the team as the starting second baseman. Mike Matheny actually moved Carpenter to the leadoff spot, despite him lacking speed, because he was a very productive hitter. And that year, he gained his first All-Star selection at Citi Field. He had a really good regular season that year in 2013, but he batted only .203 in the postseason. Next year, in 2014, he managed to get a second All-Star selection in as many years. And Colton Wong was a prospect at the time, and he was viewed as major league ready. So they moved Carpenter back to third base, but he continued as the leadoff hitter, starting the year slowly, batting 264, but getting more productive as we got closer to summer, batting 307. He had a great year in 2015, batting .322 with 22 home runs, 50 RBIs, and a 1.022 OPS, and he finished 12th in the MVP balloting that year. In 2016, he earned his third All-Star selection, and he had a 135 adjusted OPS. And he also showed his versatility this year, playing at least 40 appearances at first, second, and third base. In 2017, Carpenter became their primary first baseman, and this year he had an injury. He got an MRI on his shoulder. 2018, he began with a hitting slump, batting 140. Although later he picked it up and he finished 2018 batting 257 with 36 home runs and 81 RBIs. And he had the highest percentage of hard hit batted balls, and he had the lowest ground ball percentage in all major league hitters, which was 26.4%. In 2019, he signed a 2-year, $39 million contract extension with the Cardinals, but he struggled this season, and he hit a 226, 334, 392 on the year with 15 home runs. And then 2020 hit, and Carpenter continued to struggle only hitting 186, 325, 314. And in 2021, he on the season he was a backup and a bench player, because of new additions like Nolan Arenado and Tommy Edman winning the second base slot. Following this season, 2021 season, the Cardinals declined Carpenter's option, which made him a free agent for the first time in his career. In 2022, on March 18th, Carpenter signed a minor league contract with his hometown Texas Rangers. He did not make their opening day roster, and he accepted an assignment with their AAA team, the Round Rock Express. But later, at the end of May 20th, May 19th, the Rangers released Carpenter after batting 275 with 6 home runs. New York Yankees signed Carpenter to a major league contract on May 26th because of many injuries on the team and a need of a veteran player to produce. It is hard to figure out why Carpenter is struggling because his surface stats are generally pretty good. Like his hard hit percentage is at the top of his career in the 2021-2022 when he was struggling. So it's very confusing. But then you can look at his fly ball percentage, and that just took a nosedive from 2021 to 2022. And his line drive percentage also took a nosedive, as you can see, while his ground ball percent skyrocketed. And with more teams shifting him, he would pull lots of ground balls into the shift, regardless of it if he hit them hard or not. They're not getting through the right side of the infield, and he's making a lot more ground ball outs. So obviously, Carpenter was just signed by the New York Yankees. So hopefully he can get his swing together, or whatever is causing him to hit ground balls into the shift so often. I think if the shift gets banned, that will really help him and his batting, and could extend his career. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you want to see more players' career being breakdown, please comment and let me know which players. Hopefully you like this video. See you next time.